Hey guys, here back in Roblox Studio. In today's video, I'm going to go over some top beginner mistakes that developers make. So number one mistake I feel like a lot of beginner developers make is trying to learn too many skills at once. So a lot of developers, and when they first begin, they want to learn everything because they just want to be like solo devs. I don't know what they want to do. They just want to make a game entirely on their own. So you gotta learn a lot of skills to make a game on your own. But instead of just practicing one skill, they try learning all of them because they want to make like a game on their own, which they can if it's a small game. But if it's like a bigger game, then you're not going to be able to do it because you're going to need to learn too much. And yeah, that's just going to be the beginner's mistake number one, that it's just people try learning way too much. Like if you're going to want to learn scripting as your main thing, you need to only try practicing scripting. You can practice other stuff too, like there's no harm in doing that. But if you're also trying to do like everything, like you don't want to have everything balanced. You want to target one thing so you can get really good at that, and then you could start doing like commissions and stuff like that. Like you can start making actual Robux or just money, I don't know. So you can just start actually affording to pay other professional developers instead of you trying to become a professional at everything. Now you can pay for all those other professionals, and it'll just work out way better than you trying to become a professional at everything. So yeah, and the mistake number two that I'm going to go over is going to be that you have too many games. So a lot of developers, when they first start, they make a lot of games. Like they make a game, they like get to a point off tutorials or something, I don't know, and then they give up on the game once the tutorial stops. This is something I did before I learned how to script and just do other stuff. I would just like get to a point and then I would watch tutorials, and then once the tutorial like couldn't work, it didn't work anymore, like one of the tutorials in a series didn't work anymore, or I just needed one more like thing or something and I couldn't find a tutorial on it, then I would just give up on the game. So instead of doing that, what you should do is you should actually learn how to do the thing you need to do. Like if the only thing you need left is how to build like a simulator, I don't know, if you're like just trying to build a simulator and like the only thing left you need is like the borders, how to make good borders, instead of trying to look up tutorials, which there are tutorials on that. Just actually learn how to do it yourself, or just learn how to model some borders in Blender and then place them around, and yeah, you might get it, and it's probably gonna look better than you just trying to watch a tutorial, and you'll learn more. So it's definitely gonna be better. And then mistake number three that I'm going to go over is that you're trying to do commissions too early. So a lot of developers, when they first start, they want to make money because some of them realize that they're not going to be able to do every skill, or they just don't want to have to make the game all by themselves. So they try to do a lot of commissions, and when they do a lot of commissions, they're just not going to be able to handle them all, and most of the time they're not actually ready for commissions. Like instead of just doing commissions aren't always the best pay. They're not going to always give you that good of pay. So instead of trying to do tons of commissions, you should be trying to practice your skill more and more until you're actually like good enough to be doing it. Because if you're not, then no one's going to really hire that much, and if you do get hired, you're going to be asked to do stuff that you probably can't do. So yeah, you should just be trying to practice your skill a lot and just try to improve it instead of trying to make money to just have other people do stuff. So yeah, and also the next mistake that I'm going to go over is that stop trying to just get money off of it and actually try to make like friends off the people that hire you. So if you get hired or you hire someone, try to make them your friend, especially when you start. Like you don't want them you want them to like rehire you and stuff, and like you want to just like be able to ask them to do something with for free sometimes, and then they'll just do it for you because you already know them, like you're their friend now. So instead of just trying to make money off it, try to make friends, because if you have more friends, then you can just like at one point, like if you have enough, and then you have one that does each skill, like you can just have them all like pitch in something, and you won't have to pay them if you're like your friend at that point, or you'll have to pay them less. So yeah, I would say try to make more friends than like just try to get money off everything, and that will do you a lot better. So yeah, just sometimes like work for free so you can just like make friends, I don't know, or just like actually just try to be nice so you actually get friends. I don't know really exactly what to do, but you're just gonna want to try to make friends instead of just trying to get money so you can actually get somewhere. That will do you very good. And then another beginner mistake I'm gonna go over is burning yourself out. So basically, sometimes the beginner developers, not always beginners developers, is that they overwork themselves trying to learn a skill, because some realize that like they're not going to be able to learn everything. The really beginner mistake is that they're trying to learn everything at once. So yeah, but some do realize that they're not, and what they do is they try to practice one thing too much. Like they don't do anything else at all they do is practice that one skill, and you're going to burn yourself out, and that's going to be worse than trying to just like take a break, or just like taking a break. It's going to be worse than just taking a break or just trying out something else. Like you could do other things, you don't have to only practice one skill, but what I'm saying is that you should try to practice one skill most of the time, but you should practice other skills too, so you can just like understand them. Like even if you aren't going to do them, you'll at least understand them, like, which will be good. I don't know, but that's just like a good thing to know, is to not burn yourself out. And you do want to practice other things, so you just want to mainly target one thing so you get better at it, and then you can like get hired for commissions and stuff like that. But yeah, you always want to get good at it, so then you can get actual commissions, get paid good for them not getting paid low, because commissions aren't always good, especially if you don't have a good skill. So like you're gonna end up putting in a lot of work for like not a good pay if you're not that good, or you're just gonna be asked to do things like that you can't do, like I already said. So yeah, those are really gonna be the main mistakes that beginner developers make, and hopefully now you don't make the same mistakes. And yeah, the main one I made was like just making too many games and giving up on them. Just try to focus on one game and just like not give up on it. Like just actually learn the skill you need, instead of just trying to watch only tutorials, and that will do you really good. So yeah, this is gonna be the end of my video. Subscribe to help the channel. Bye.